Hello everybody, my name is Andres Jaras. I belong to the third group of secondary master in Camilo José Cela University. Um, in this video, I'm going to present my final project of a college subject. To start, my area of specialty is physical education. The module is health and quality of life. The level of the students is third of ESO. The timing of the session is 1 hour, and the unit is called Diet, Physical Activity and Health. The curricular contents of the unit, there are general objectives, which appear in the law, and specific objectives. The last one help to get the general objectives. The key competence are very important in this session. It will be worked with this competence, digital competence, because we have to, the students have to looking for in websites, communication in foreign language, because almost all the session will be in other language, different than the mother tongue, in this case English. Communication in the mother tongue, because although although most of the session is in English, in one activity we have to use Spanish as well. Learning to learn, because students will have to solve a task, and in one activity they will use mathematical competence and basic competence in science and technology. Evaluation criteria, which appear in the law as well, is associate the metabolic system with different types of physical activity, diet and health, and related the organic adaptations with physical activity and health. The title of the unit is Diet, Health, Physical Activity and Health. So these concepts are very important to know what I plan to teach in the unit. The cognition is very important, and also the culture. But as we haven't enough time, the activity of culture is to homework, and it is related to Spanish food, and bring a receipt of a dish and spawn, and they have to spawn for the rest of the class. Well, in the session, the communication in the different activities, they have to read and write, and also listening and speaking when they interact with their partners and with the teacher, in this case me. Language, in language of learning, we use the different vocabulary of the unit. In language for learning, asking each other questions, identify and classifying, use of linkers and connectors, and the different tense. And in language through learning, distinguish language, retain language, know the problems of high results in the body mass index, elaborate a plan of action, and record, predict, and learn new words that arise from activities. To start the activities, first of all, I ask the students if they know the difference between the concept of diet and nutrition, because it is different. Diet is a act voluntary, a voluntary act, sorry, because we need to eat. However, nutrition is an involuntary act. When we eat, the process that happen in our organism is the nutrition. Well, in this part, it is important to know the vocabulary, so I work with words, sentence, and image as well. I'm going to show you the activities. Well, in the first activity, they have different words. I deliver to the students 25 papers, which there are words in Spanish or English. For example, one of them, and they have to write. Behind the word in English, in this case, and for example with this, that is in English, in the other part, have to write in Spanish. This is the first activity. In second activity, they have to match the words with the image. The activity number 3, they have this draw, and they have to write the daily menu that they use. And in activity 4, they work in pairs doing the body mass index of their partners. So first I explain them what means body mass index, and it gives us a value of our weight in healthy terms. And I say the students how to calculate it. They need know their weight divide their age squared. So when they can use the calculator and ruler to the age. If the result is less 20, it means desnutrition. Between 20 and 25 is a normal weight, and between 25 and 30 is overweight. Between 30 and 40 is obesity, and more than 40 is severe obesity. Well, in the first in the activities 1 to 4, we use language of learning. Is in the lower Bloom taxonomy, remember and understanding. In activity 5 and 6, they use language for learning, analyzing and applying in the Blue taxonomy. I'm going to show you these activities. Well, in activity 5, they work in groups. Each group, I give a food pyramid, but empty, and they have to think about the words that we have seen in the other activities, and when they finish, they have to put the food where they think that we go, and when they finish, I explain I say the answer and explain the frequency to eat each food depending on your lifestyle or your training. And when they know it, in activity number 6, they have to check again the daily menu that they did in the activity number 4, and they have to think and write if they would change something and explain why. The activity number 7, 8, and 9, they use language through learning, because they elaborate a plan of action adapted to a specific situations, evaluate and grade in the higher level in block taxonomy. The activities are it. Let me show you. Activity 6, activity 7, sorry. They have to read this short test and decide one of these options. But first, they can help looking for these websites. In activity number 8, they have to elaborate a menu during a week for a runner, and they can use these websites. And the last activity is to homework. They have to bring the recipe of a simple dish to class and tell your schoolmates, their schoolmates. This is a good activity to the culture. This is a good activity to the culture because they can show Spanish dishes, people that is to other country. They can show dishes of other cultures. I think that is an interesting activity. Well, finally, to evaluate the students, I will do a rubric with these items. In general, I evaluate all the activities with this item, description of the activities. I evaluate how they work in group in the activity number 5. And the last one, item, I don't write in this session because it's of the homework activity. So I will evaluate in the next session when they expose their activities. Well, I have finished my presentation. I hope the project is okay. Sorry, but I haven't voice. I'm a little sick. So I hope that you can understand my explication, and I hope you like this project. Thank you so much.